What's up? Let's go. Yeah!
Welcome to the Morning Swim Show for Thursday, July 14th, 2011. I'm your host, Peter Bush. In the Phoenix Monitor today, we'll talk to Tony Azevedo. He's a member of the U.S. men's water polo team. They're preparing for the World Championships later this month in Shanghai. Tony joins us right now in the Phoenix Monitor from Southern California. Hey, Tony, welcome to the Morning Swim Show. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good.
I know you got the flight to Shanghai coming up here. You guys are all pretty big guys. I imagine that exit row is a premium seat.
Definitely. It's definitely a scramble to see who can get on the exit row, but I'm lucky I'm the smaller guy on the team, so an aisle suffices for me.
You guys got the silver in Beijing. Since then, you've gotten fourth in a couple of major competitions, 2009 World League Superfinals earlier this year. Are you guys a gold medal contender?
Definitely. I mean, right now, this is the first time this year that we have our full team together. You know, we had some guys that took off for injuries. We also had some guys that took off for school. And this year is our first kind of year together, getting everyone on the same page. And I think it's going to be interesting how we do in Shanghai, definitely.
What kind of team would you describe you guys as? A high-scoring team, a defensive-minded team?
I'd say we're definitely more on the defensive side. I mean, we're an older team. We know how to play with each other. We play very well together as a team, and we can definitely score. We tried to do that in the gold medal game and outscore the Hungarians, and that's definitely not something you want to do. But I'd say more on the defensive side, especially with our goalkeeper, Maro Moses. So,
who is the best team in the world right now? Who's the team to beat for sure?
Right now I'd say there's one on the top. Serbia is definitely in the last 3 years since that Olympics has been the one to win every tournament. They won World Championships in Rome. They won the last FINA Cup last year, so they're definitely the team to beat right now.
There's a qualification process for the Olympics that's obviously different than swimming. Kind of explain it to the casual water polo fan and how you guys punch your ticket for London.
Well, we have three opportunities. The first is of course here at World Championships. If we get top 3 at World Championships, then we qualify for the Olympic Games. If we do not qualify here at Shanghai, then the next opportunity is the Pan American Games in Guadalajara this year in October, and we would have to win that to qualify. And that's playing against all the teams in the Americas: Canada, Brazil, Cuba, Mexico, and so forth. And then lastly, the last thing is our last chance, if that doesn't work as well, is right before the Olympics, about 3 months, is a qualification tournament. And that's with other European teams, and that's the way you don't want to go.
Yeah, I imagine you want to have this settled before the end of this year, if nothing else, just for your mental preparation.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just 3 more months before the Olympics trying to make it, and then when you get there, you don't really even have enough time to train together and get in optimal shape, since you were in optimal shape only 3 months before. So hopefully Shanghai, if not Guadalajara.
So is there a water polo equivalent of a taper? I mean, do you guys, lay off the weights and maybe a real intense training before a big meet so that you're more well rested?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they changed the tournament scenario, so we play every other day. So it's a 2-week tournament, so it's long. And it's risky. You can't really taper off before, because then by the end of the tournament you could be almost out of shape. You got to make sure you're playing through the tournament, where day of a game is easy. The day after you got to do something, get the body going, and then the next day another game. So it's tricky, it's long, and not much tapering, but definitely some, which is less swimming and no weights.
You're one of the longest tenured members of the U.S. team since 2000, I believe. Have you seen significant changes in the U.S.'s approach to water polo over the past decade?
I wish I would see more, to be honest with you. I think our sport is wonderful. It's definitely the hardest sport in the world. There's great athletes out there. great people in general, intelligent, going to great colleges, going on to make money in businesses and everything. And I just wish, we'd have a chance to get out there more, but it really needs to start on the European level. They need to give us more opportunities to have games out in the United States, Canada, Brazil, Asia, as well as, we need to change our sport a little, change some of the rules, make it something that the casual person can walk by, see it, and really want to watch it and understand it. Right now, there's too many whistles.
What is it? I was going to say, what is a simple rule change that you think would make it more enticing for young kids to want to play water polo and for fans to want to come out and watch?
Well, I would say just taking away right now the fouls. Right now, there's just, you go to a water polo game and all you hear is whistles, and then you see people. It's way too violent right now. The sport needs to be cleaner. You need to be, by taking away fouls, there's not a lot of whistles. Have it run more like a basketball, with after 4 or 5 fouls, you're out. So people have to use their legs more, a lot more skill. There will be more shooting, more passing, these kind of things.
Oh, I see. So call fouls, maybe don't call them as much, but when you do call them, have some punishment attached to them. Guys know that, hey, after a certain amount, I'm out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just something simple like that where, like I said, model it after basketball. I think there's a reason why football, basketball, baseball, these sports have succeeded so much. Well, we should probably follow in their footsteps.
Hey, Tony, your dad is from Brazil, correct?
Yeah, he was born and raised.
I know you're 34, but because of having that ancestry, any thought of sticking around until 2016 in Rio?
I'm 29, so I'm definitely sticking
29.
around.
I'm sorry, I must have been reading up on the wrong guy. I apologize.
No problem. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm definitely sticking around there. That will be my 5th Olympic Games, and we'll see what happens. But that definitely, I'd like to stick around till Rio.
I knew you looked young for 34. Hey man, you look like you're surfing every day. That's how you stay young.
As much as I can.
Hey, well, good luck in Shanghai. It'd be nice to see the Americans back on the medal stand and preferably at the top of it. So good luck to you and the guys.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, that's Tony Azevedo joining us in the Fenice Monitor today, and that is it for today's show. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.